Hey guys, Torn here, and welcome to another episode of the Timelord of Azeroth. In the last episode, we defeated Gruul, and now we are going to finish up our questing here in Blade's Edge Mountains by starting with a negotiation.
What brings you here?
When we arrived in the Ruan Weald, the worm cultists were keeping themselves to Blackwing Coven through the tunnel to the west, but now they are encroaching upon us here. I need you to find the worm cultist's overseer. He's known to make a regular patrol between their various camps in Ruan Weald. Negotiate with him, let him know that there's room for compromise, but that we will not condone or allow the wholesale slaughter of the wildlife, nor the felling of all of the trees.
We shall meet again.
Okay. We're gonna start trying to find the overseer. Oh, and he's right here. Blade's Edge Mountains are a place of great opportunity. How unfortunate that it seems that some deem themselves above all others on matters that pertain to taking advantage of such opportunities. What do the Cenarian expedition think they are to tell us what we can and cannot do here? Overseer, I am here to negotiate on behalf of the Cenarian expedition. Oops. Negotiations allow me to make our stance perfectly clear. We are free people, able to do whatever we want and come and go as we please. The Cenarian expedition does not own this mountain range. There will be no negotiations. Now go back to the druids and tell them we will continue to do as we please.
Peace, friend.
What, they dismissed you and our proposal out of hand? This is outrageous. We go to them in good faith and they turn you away without even trying to come to a compromise. Well, we'll see about that.
May the eternal sun shine upon you.
We will not stand idly by while they decimate the Ruan Weald around us. Our first priority must be to the trees. Hunter, I want you to go back out into the Weald and deliver a very different message for us. I want you to slay every one of their viewers that you come in contact with. If they will not listen to reason, perhaps they will be more assertive, a method of persuasion. We have to kill 10 hewers. I feel the fact that he just sits there and watches slay his men. We have a quest. Meeting notes. Oh, we gotta turn. That's right. The cultists dropped this note, which apparently was to be delivered to the Overseer Nuar. It is signed by someone named Copulus Darkscale. It is likely the Tree Warden Chal will be interested in looking at this. Thank you, Zygon. Well, we'll see if to it that the wildlife will replenish itself in quick order. Regrowing the trees, especially in a natural fashion, is a much more time-intensive process.
Ancestors watch over.
What's that you have there? Is that a bloodstain on that
We
note?
shall meet again.
That is interesting but disturbing. I wonder if Samia knows who this Colphus Darkscale is.
Walk with the earth.
I'm not certain what we should do. I'm not much of a military planner. Watcher Moonshade will know what to do. He's heading up our defensive efforts at the Wormskull Tunnel to the west at the end of Wormskull Bridge. We have a force out there that just in case the cultists try anything funny. Please take the note to him with all due haste.
May the eternal sun shine upon thee. I've been expecting you.
Pardon me, but I couldn't help but overhear your conversation with Shaw. I'd like to help. I'm studying the Blackwing Coven and helping the druids in their dealings with them. I'm very interested in acquiring a few of their dragon whelps. It would help us to gauge exactly what we're up against by understanding that which they revere. But first, we're going to need to acquire some nets. I noticed the worm cult poachers out in the Ruan Weald have an abundance of them. We just need 5 nets, okay. Oh, that was not where we wanted him to go.
Well met.
How's the procurement of nets coming along?
See you around.
Oh, those look splendid. These cultists certainly have an eye for craftsmanship. Too bad for them that it's misdirected. And now that we have the nets, would you be willing to help little old me do a thing or two?
Safe travels.
I need to examine the whelps that they are raising at the Blackwing Coven. There should be an abundance of them flying around inside the cavernous base, as well as the number of eggs, which, if you get close to them, will likely hatch. Please, Zygon, take the nets and capture a handful of them alive. Find them by heading west across Wormskull Bridge and heading through the Wormskull Tunnel. Follow the path to its end past Grishneth and the Raven's Wood.
Be careful.
Now both of these are headed out through the tunnel. Across the bridge and through the tunnel.
Greetings.
How can I help you? You bring news from
Go
Evergrove.
in peace.
It's as I thought, and that's not good. I've got an idea how to help. I've got an idea for how to help you, but first I was wondering if you might help us out. You scratch my back, I'll scratch
May the
yours.
stars guide
With the Blackwing Worm cultists massing in the tunnel, we're hard pressed to deal with the situation. Quite frankly, they have the numbers. And while we've been able to take care of any of their people that get too close, the fact remains that if they attack in earnest, we're going to be overrun. The situation calls for someone to get through to the other end of the tunnel and take out their leader, Draka Longtail. Up for some fun?
you, friend.
Fight some of our way through this. Okay, that was a bit rough. Go back through and deliver the news.
Ishnuala.
With Draka out of the picture, we should be able to take advantage of the situation. They'll be infighting over who should be in charge, and that will relieve some pressure. That is, unless the overseer mentioned in that note you gave me comes to take her place. Let's see if you can do something to make sure that never happens. I know what must be done, Zygon. You must pose as Overseer Noir and attend the meeting. The worm cultists at the Coven all have the standard outfit that they wear. Go collect scraps from them, and when you have enough, put together a disguise. Pose as Overseer Noir and speak with Kophis Darkscale to see what he has to say, and then return to Tree Warden Chaw. You'll find the Coven by heading through the Wormskull Tunnel and following the path past Ravenwoods and Grishnath to its end.
Farewell.
Let's see if we can't get enough of these just in the tunnel. We need... I don't know how many we need. Oh, maybe... Did we get a scrap? We haven't gotten any yet. We have enough to put together a disguise. Maybe we're close enough now. There we go. We need the eggs too. Put that down. Alright, we need... Oh! Alright, we need to... Oop, nope. Where'd the costume go? Oh, we have made a terrible mistake, I believe. Now we are in here without a costume. Okay, there we go. We got our got enough for a disguise back. Noir, are you feeling well? You don't look yourself today. I'm fine, thank you. You asked for me. Right, the meeting. Let's get down to it then. The fact is that the lumber and livestock being gathered from the Ruan Weald, which you're responsible for, has slowed to a trickle. We need those resources, but you've allowed the druids of the Cenarian expedition to get in the way. Oh, that's not my fault, I can assure you. I don't want excuses, I demand results. You think what we're doing here is a joke? If we don't do this right, then not only will the so-called do-gooders come calling, but will be found unworthy for elevation within the ranks of the Blackwing. Is that what you want? No, I don't want that at all. You could at least try to sound a little bit convincing. Look, Noir, I wasn't going to tell you this, but I might as well because it's going to involve you too. Maxnar is planning an all-out attack on the druids at Ruan Weald, and he intends to wipe them out. Bad enough that we've been fighting with Boulder Mock ogres, so we can't afford another front to deal with. I've arranged for a temporary truce with the Arakoa. What do you think? Impressive. When do we attack? We're putting the final preparations together as we speak. The rest will depend upon how quickly you can organize your forces at Ruan Weald. Do you think you can handle that and get it done quickly? Absolutely. That's the spirit. I'm glad that we had this little meeting. I feel much better about the attack now. With leaders like you at the front, how can we lose? All right. You have your marching orders. Now get back to Ruan Weald and make it happen. Ooh. Costume wore off real quick. Get back.
Peace, friend. Go in peace.
Did you run into much trouble snatching whelps? I hope you didn't get snagged.
Farewell.
Oh my goodness, there are more than I'd hoped for. You are certainly to be lauded for your heroics. Looks like a fine brood of black whelps to make a start with. Examining them, that is. Please accept this as payment, I insist.
See you around.
I don't trust her.
The winds guide you.
Attack us, wipe us out? I think not. The Blackwing Coven have a great deal to learn if they think the Cenarian expedition is so easily dealt with. What is that they say? Turnabout is fair play?
We shall meet.
They've left us no choice, Zygon. It is time to put an end to the threat from the Blackwing Coven by taking out their leader, Maxnar the Ashmaw. I don't know if you caught a glimpse of him while you were in there, but he's one of the Dragonkin, half man, half dragon. And he's tough, so don't underestimate him.
Ancestors watch over.
I don't think we're gonna have a choice this time. We gotta fight our way in. that, for now, is the end of the Blackwing Coven.
Greetings, traveler.
Now we can breathe more easily knowing that the leader of our enemy has been dealt with. Not only that, but you've saved an entire mountain range from their depredations. Whatever their ultimate goals, you've foiled them. You have our gratitude, Zygon. Please accept this token of our esteem as well as our unending hospitality. And that is going to do it for our time here in Blade's Edge Mountains. We have done a lot here. We defeated Gruul. We defeated the Blackwing Coven. We helped the gnomes at Tashley Station. We defeated the ogres when we first got here. This was a lot of variation. I really liked Blade's Edge Mountains on the Alliance. I felt there was a lot of, like I said, variation between the areas. So, if you liked it, please consider giving it a like, subscribing, hitting bells for notifications of new episodes and live streams, and I will see you all in the next zone.